EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The former Lion Matt Prater has it teed up, ready to go, and we are underway now from Glendale. Ray McCloud to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rudolph off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rudolph's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 25 yards to the house. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Moore now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray a give. This is Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On play action, it's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And Isabella. 27 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and 2, Rudolph. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. Down to the gun, Rudolph. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th, Rudolph. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now Harris fights, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Murray off play action. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down and goal. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Murray now to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action. It's Rudolph.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A run with counter on 1st down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Connor, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play fake, Murray. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray now. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 1st and 10 is Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Connor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they run with Edmonds. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Murray going to try to throw on third down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rudolph, he's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Rudolph loses the football, it's out. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Rudolph.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Bring it! Touchdown, Cardinals!
James Conner,
93 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rudolph. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Rudolph. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
Yeah, I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Back to throw it, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Rolling to his right. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.